Imagine a kingdom divided not by enemies, but by blood. Two brothers, one prophecy, and a betrayal that opened the gates for colonization. This is the story of Mbatian and the war between his sons, Senteu and Lenana, a story so powerful. It may explain how Kenya was taken, without a single war. Before the British came, before borders, before Nairobi, the Maasai ruled vast lands stretching across present-day Kenya in Tanzania. At the center of this power stood one man, Mbatian. He was not just a leader, he was a Laibon, a spiritual authority, prophet, and political guide. His word was law, his visions shaped the future, and under him, the Maasai were feared, united, and unstoppable. But even the strongest kingdoms fall, not from outside, but from within. When Mbatian grew old, the question arose, who would inherit his power? Two names stood above the rest: Senteu, the elder son, a warrior, fierce, respected, a natural heir; Lenana, the younger son, calm, strategic, politically sharp. But leadership was not just about strength. It was about prophecy. And legend says, Mbatian's sacred symbols of power, his staff, his medicine, his authority, did not go to the stronger son. They went to Lenana, and just like that, brotherhood turned into war. The Maasai split into two. On one side, Senteu and his loyal warriors. On the other, Lenana and his followers. This was no small conflict. This was a civil war, brother against brother, clan against clan. The unity that once made the Maasai unstoppable was gone, and while they fought each other, a new force was watching, waiting, calculating. As the Maasai weakened, the British Empire began expanding into East Africa, and they saw opportunity, not in fighting the Maasai directly, but in using their division. The British chose a side. They backed Lenana. Why? Because Lenana was willing to negotiate, to cooperate, to align, while Senteu chose resistance, war, independence. And in that moment, history took a turn. With British support, Lenana gained power, and slowly, the Maasai lost their land. Treaty after treaty, agreement after agreement, their territory shrank, their strength faded, and Kenya began to fall under colonial control. But here's the question no one asks. Was Lenana a traitor, or was he a survivor? Did he betray his people, or did he try to save what he could in a war that was already lost? Because the truth is, the British didn't conquer the Maasai at their strongest. They came when the Maasai were divided, and that division started with a family, a father, Mbatian, and two sons, Senteu and Lenana. This is not just a story of the past. It's a warning. Empires don't always win by force. Sometimes they wait for you to break yourself. And when you do, they step in and take everything. The fall of the Maasai wasn't just a conquest. It was a consequence of division, of rivalry, of betrayal, or survival. You decide. Subscribe to the African Story Vault, where Africa's untold stories finally get the voice they deserve.